really don't want to do these jokes. You know, I tell you what, these, oh, are we on? Oh. You know, I hope you didn't hear any of that. You know, I hate to start off so solemn. I didn't want you to hear me say, I don't want to do these jokes, and then do some big stand-up set. You know, I don't want to sound disingenuous, right? Or I do, because, if you're sarcastic, I guess it's kind of cool, isn't it? I don't know. But, one thing that you could say that is true is, that there's a very specific way that you can tell jokes, right? And or that you're supposed to. And that's the way that you're supposed to tell them. Hold on 1 second. Let me put my shoes on. So the first lesson is in how to tell jokes is you have to we've got to do the jokes, right? You have to do that's the first thing. Stands to reason. Basic logic. The first logic tuple, you would have is, of have to do jokes thing. Well, I have to do them. Because we've already said, we've established that, in the logic sequence, building up to that, that first big joke that you're going to tell. And you might get excited, when you hear everyone laugh, and you'll, or you might cry because you're, or you might scream, right? Because that makes you angry. Right? You don't like noises. And that's fine. So I guess the second thing to think about when telling it, how to tell jokes, right? Is it got you have to the audience, you say, logic stands of make laugh thing, right? Sure, right? So it stands to reason, joke first, right? 1, 2, laughter second, right? So it sounds simple, right? It's more complicated to tell a joke, right? Than it is to if it is to you know, if you're trying to say, you know, if you're trying to tell a joke, right? Let's say hypothetically you are, right? So that's three, right? Let's say, there's a theory that somewhere in the process, before that you had told the joke, and subsequently people laughed, or other people that got angry, they screamed and ran out of there, right? There's a theory that, or an idea maybe that, well, the joke, or whatever, and then laughter thing, right? It makes sense. And so the point is that that there's a 3-step process to anything. With I mean, you could do it almost if you just follow those rules. With anything, right? 1, 2, 3, done. Right? And there's nothing there's nothing different from, say, I don't know, making everyone really sad or uncomfortable, right, for a really long time, right, or just, or sighing and just bullshitting for a really long time, right, and you expect some sort of, well, you start off this with, well, maybe you don't expect anything out, but I don't, the fourth thing is, a lot of comedians won't tell you this, is don't make the audience uncomfortable and not laugh, right? Unless that's what they want, and do that, right? Say you're, I don't know, and so it's hard to say, well, when do you tell not jokes, right? Or when do you, and so when do you say, well, there's blanketly this, say there's 300 people, right? And they're all, well, some of them look like they're having a good time, right? Or a good bad time. It's hard to say. So it's hard to say what type of joke you should tell. Is something that's like, vaguely sadistic with no punchline, or something that, there's some sort of semblance of it, some sort of, one, right? First, I have a theory, right? Like I said, we'll go back to the beginning. You come up with a theory, there's an idea, jokes exist, right? Well, the jokes have to exist before you've told one. That makes sense, right? And so you take this out further, this logic, and you can just run with it for miles. Miles and miles. You can run with it for miles. You can tell as many jokes as you want, right? And you don't have to say, well, which one, sir? Which one should I tell? Well, that's up to you, right? And I'll leave you with this. So this might just be the first part of the series. So don't, you got your hopes up, thinking I'm going to be a joke master at the end of video 1, all right? Then you've seen the first video. It said joke master Scott tells all. Here's how to tell jokes. 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Then that's you can sit here and be a comedian just like anyone else, right?